Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. I'm Dawn Pauley from D Pauley Designs and I'm so glad you're here with me today. I've got some super cute Christmas goodies from Fawn to share and I can't wait to show you what I'm making with them. First up is the Fawn Village Hillside Border Die. This one's awesome for building a cozy little winter scene, but you can totally use it for non-winter cards too. Next, we've got the Lawn Fawn Caroling Mice stamp set. You guys, this set is just the cutest. You get 4 adorable little mice, a bench, a classic lamppost, and some really fun Christmas sentiments. And of course, there is a coordinating die set to go along with it, so cutting all of those pieces is super quick and easy. All right, let's jump right in and get started on today's project. The first thing I'm going to do is to create my winter background. For this, I'm using Distress Oxide in Prize Ribbon, one of my absolute favorite blues. It's such a rich, deep color and it makes the perfect snowy sky background. When I start my ink blending, I like to begin off the edge of the paper and work my way inward onto the cardstock. This helps to prevent any dark, harsh spots from forming on my background. I'm blending color over most of the paper, even though a lot of it will end up being covered up by the Village Hillside border die. I still like to make sure the whole background looks nice. Next, I'm going to use some of my Ranger Glossy Acrylic Spray in white. This stuff is perfect for adding that pretty snowy effect to your background. Make sure to shake it really good before using it. Now, my spray bottle isn't really working. I think I might have broken the sprayer part, but that's okay. Instead, I just opened the bottle and I'm using the little tube inside to flick some of the white acrylic onto my background. And honestly, I love how it turned out. It gave me a really nice splattered snow look, probably even better than if the spray had worked. So hey, sometimes things happen for a reason, right? Now I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock and cut out my Village Hillside border. I'm cutting it along the 5.5-inch side of the paper, and I like to tape my die in place so it doesn't move around, and then I'll run it through my die cutting machine. Next, I'm going to take another piece of white cardstock and cut out a second border that's the same exact height as the first one. To do this, I lay my first die cut right over the new piece of cardstock and then line up the die on top of that, just like this. When I run it through the machine the first time, it leaves a nice embossed impression on the paper. Then I can place the die perfectly over the impression and run it through again. And just like that, you have 2 borders that line up perfectly. I went ahead and die cut a bunch of green trees along with several yellow rectangles. Both of these dies come from the Caroling Mice die set. Next, I laid out my scene on top of my snowy background. My original idea with the second village border was to cut off all the houses and use it to make some extra snowy hills for my scene. However, once I cut the houses off, I didn't really like how the hills looked. I wanted them to have a slightly different shape than the original hillside. So instead, I just grabbed my scissors and freehand cut the paper to create some new hill shapes. It wasn't hard at all, and it definitely doesn't need to be perfect. You can even skip this step altogether if you want. Your scene will still look great whether or not you do this. For the trees, I wanted some taller ones to sit behind the houses. And to do this, I took the tall 4-layer tree and glued the smaller 3-layer tree on top of it. This gave me a taller tree and I made 3 of them. Next, I took all of the little yellow rectangles and adhered them behind the houses to make it look like light is shining through the window. You've got 2 different sizes of rectangles, so just use whichever one fits best for each house. Then I added some foam tape to the back of the Village Hillside cut out and adhered it to the snowy background. After that, I placed all of the green trees over the white trees. Now, you could keep this step out if you prefer white trees. I wanted my trees to have a little glittery snow, but all white trees would look lovely too. Finally, I adhered the 3 taller trees behind the houses. This adds a little bit of extra height and dimension to the village scene, making it feel really full and kind of cozy. Next, I went ahead and stamped and die cut the images I'll be using, and I'm going to color them in quickly with my Copic markers. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the coloring. I just want to show you the colors that I used. For the lamppost, I used Y17 and Y08. And for the ribbon, both of the mice's hats and the scarf, I used R29 lipstick red. I used YR24 for the bell, and then I used E35 for both of the mice and YG03 yellow green for the mouse's shirt. Finally, for the bench, I colored the whole thing with E37, and then I added a little bit of E29 for some darker shading. I wanted the bench to be slightly darker than the mice's brown color. Now let's start assembling the rest of the card. I adhered some additional trees behind the extra snowy hills. Then I placed the snowy hill over the trees that we just added. Then I adhered the lamppost and the mouse with the bell to the left side of the scene, and then added a few more trees in the middle of the card. And then finally, I adhered the sitting mouse on top of the bench and placed the bench among the trees. For a fun added touch, I used some Nouveau glitter drops on all of the trees and the tops of the houses to make it look like they're dusted with snow. If you want a more dramatic snow effect, you could use some Ranger white enamel or Nouveau Simply White drops, but I was going for something a little bit more subtle. I also added a little glitter on top of the lamppost and the bench, and then I used a white jelly roll pen to add some lines on the mouse's hat and scarf for a little bit of an extra detail. Next, I'm going to heat emboss my sentiment onto some black cardstock. First, I rub my paper with my embossing powder bag, and then I'm going to stamp it with some white pigment ink. And then I pour some white embossing powder onto it. And when my heat tool is good and hot, I go ahead and heat emboss the sentiment. Then I trimmed it down and put some foam tape on the back of it and adhered it to the front of the card. And to finish off the card, I adhered the entire card front to an A2 size white card base, and that's it. I had so much fun making this card. You can create so many different winter scenes or even non-winter scenes, which is what makes this Hillside border die so versatile and so fun to work with. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Scrapbook Pal YouTube channel. I'd love to hear what you think of the card, so please leave a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Scrapbook Pal YouTube channel as well as their other social media platforms so you never miss out on any of their inspiring content. And be sure to check out their website for the latest new releases and amazing crafting supplies. As always, thank you for spending part of your day with me. I hope you have a wonderful and creative day. Until next time.